Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? How's it going today? I am chilling right now, just getting my stuff ready for a little K-pop punk emo stream. Decided this morning that I felt like doing something out of the bowl of destiny, and I picked two. I went on Instagram Live, picked two. Today we're going to be doing a mashup of Clever Ducky's suggestion, K-pop in the style of Pentagon. I don't know anything about Pentagon, but I looked up a couple things, and so we're going to do our best. And Check Yes Jules with Pop Punk Emo. She said, let's relive Warped Tour. So there we have it. The stream yesterday was fun. Did a drawing stream. And you guys suggested all kinds of craziness, as per usual. What was your favorite drawing from yesterday? What did we like the best? The Wombat Nation. Wombat Nation! Dude, I'm still baffled that you guys want to be called wombats. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just wishing some people happy birthdays right now. If you haven't if you're in the US and you haven't followed me on, texted me. There's an app called Community where I can basically text you back, and I haven't been that good about texting directly with people, but I do send out reminders and occasionally special stuff. But the number for those in the US only is +1 310-935-0302. 310-935-0302. If you want to follow me via text, and you get the inside scoop. I don't know, whatever. Looking at what's going on in the chat. I saw your notes after that I did Chester's on the one drawing I did of superhero Chester, that I did his flames upside down. That's why you guys were like, the flames, the flame. The problem was you guys were just commenting when you were saying the flames are upside down. You were doing it when I wasn't looking, and then when I did look at the chat, it was like the flames, the flames. I was like, I did the flames. What do you want me to do with the flames? The flames are fine. Yeah, so they're upside down. Which actually, if we want to make a look at the bright side, the way I drew it is the natural, if you're a superhero shooting flames, that's the direction the flames go, not the other way around. As opposed to my hands are hot and they are on fire, which then the flames will go this way. I know they were upside down. Now, I didn't think about that then. It's like I wasn't thinking about it. I just drew them. Yes. So, so I'm doing a pop punk emo song today. I don't know. Well, K-pop. Warped Tour K-pop. Which in my head works great. Sounds awesome. Should we just jump into this? Should we just do it? Let's just do it. Oh, hold on one second. I gotta close we gotta turn off this music. And get ready for some. So I didn't really pull out any, I didn't pull out that many sounds. I'm gonna have to improvise it a bit. But I do have, I pull up some guitar and drum sounds. So, that's what we got. But I was thinking, like, a lot of the pop punk stuff is like of that era is the pop songs and the pop punk songs were doing a lot of the same chord progressions. So like I just picked this tempo because it felt like it felt good. And let me see. This is what I was thinking. I was thinking of having two things go. 3, 4. Okay, like that style of. I'm thinking of like that style of pop punk, as opposed to full on like metal pop punk, which wasn't the. I feel like the metal version isn't gonna go so well with the K-pop version. You know what I'm saying? Like if we go to the full on and all that shit, it's just gonna be like, why are you doing that? So this is the high. What is this? High guitar. Should I do two? Maybe I should do it left and right of that just to have it. Maybe. So if you have those both in the center, you hear how it sounds like it's got an effect on it? It's just from being, it's just because they're in unison. They're the same notes. But if I split them, then they're wide, like in your ears. What I can also do is, let's see, how I want to do this. Left, group, guitar, right. Strange. They're really like twanging on that first. Let me see if I do this, if it sounds better. Sometimes you get a weird like just audio. I'm just going to put this second half twice because it sounds better. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Come back, Ableton. Guitar mono. Okay. So. So I'm going to just put this one here. And then I'm going to group these. So we'll call this all high guitar. And we're going to make 2 new ones. And this is the lower guitar. Left, right. For both of them, you have to select your correct input. Auto. Okay. So. I think I'm gonna go almost like I don't know if it's like Avril or if it's like Blink or something like that. But you don't want to see me play guitar? You want to look at the screen? Fine, you can look at the screen. Oops. I'm gonna start to record over this bottom one if I do that. Okay. Maybe this one starts better. No, it's just that first note goes. It's nice though, because that's like how the note starts. Take those out. Just put them in this like up part. Let me see if I can do. Maybe I need a. We had a joke pop punk band. Me and Dave and Chester and Mark Fiore. We did these like joke pop punk songs. And the band was called Boinanoi because all the words were just Boinanoi and Boinanoi and it's just that. It's almost like annoying. Yeah, it's like pre-Warped Tour. That's like the the vibe. I think I need a different guitar sound. This one sounds now too. I need a. Hold on. This one's better. Okay. Everybody's like, where is this music? You gotta keep some things to yourself sometimes. I needed a fast one too, shit. Let me do a fast one, because I didn't think about that. Oh wait, was that the right tempo? Hold on, let me just listen. I think maybe twice as fast is better. That's probably better. That's probably better. Maybe this high guitar one is too like distorted or something. It's a little. I don't know. I'm gonna just I'm gonna see if we get a better guitar tone on it, and then we'll move on. Where's my playing? Let's do it. There's a little resonant. I feel like on that second chord, there's like a little resonant, weird. Gotta hear if this. Sometimes like different guitars sounds together, or going through certain amps, they like create weird notes that aren't in there. And I feel like this is one of them. So. I'm gonna do a double of that, and then I'll keep the other ones just in case. I feel like that sounds like smoother to me. Yeah. As opposed to this. It's that second note, I don't like it. Okay, cool. So now we've got these two things. Let's see, one is 220. Okay. And then I could just take one of these and put them here, take this out, boom, 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 boom. And then bass, I guess. Booty down. God dang. Come on. Oh my God. Let's just do this track. We didn't lose sound. It's just me. Yeah. I just don't have any like sounds going on in the background. I could just loop this guitar thing and like let you guys enjoy listening to that. You want to listen to looping guitar? Would you prefer? another part that goes. Something like that. Hold on, let me think about it I gotta really get on the beat here. Let me take this mic off. Okay, I didn't turn the mic off. Did I turn the thing? Oh, anyway. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, if I take this. Figured out what the problem with my microphone was. I have it automated. All right. It's like automated to turn off. This is, okay, so that goes there actually, and this all goes back one. So I need to fill that in with this guy is the part that I'm trying to figure out here. What? Why is it not playing? Oh, just go down. Auto. Okay, I'm into here. That's going into there. That's going into there. I'm plugged in. Ha. Oh, too loud. What happened? Why is this so loud all of a sudden? Holy shit. That's why. gonna work, but I don't know. So maybe the bass comes out. And then that hits, yeah, the bass comes out and it hits a little harder. Also lets you know, oh, the chorus is about to happen. I'm so excited. We are like full on like Blink Fall Out Boy right now, aren't we? I don't have, you know what I don't have in the verse? The thing that I can't play. I'm going to teach you, non-guitar players, a way to fake being a guitar player. Okay? Here's what it is. You got bypass. So right here, here's what we're going to do. This is going to be so fun for you guys. Even you. So our BPM is up here in the upper left-hand corner. We are at 96 BPM. So if I want to play something that's like gnarly, like right now, it's the tempo is like this. So I want to play something that's like that fast and all kinds of notes. And I don't even know, number one, I can't play that fast. Number two, I would have to sit here and like really figure out what the notes are to even get a shot at playing it. Here's what you can do instead. So I'm going to go, let's see. Here's a direct, like just guitar into the computer. Oops, it's not turned on. That's what a guitar sounds like with nothing on it, okay? So, kind of quiet, kind of, I gotta turn this off. I have absolutely nothing on it, so. My head, it should go like, okay, so here's where I can't play the thing. What I can do is play it, learn to play the notes that I want to play them slow, and then just speed the whole thing up, okay, with no effects on it. So the first half of it, I want it to go like that. So I'll take the tempo and slow it way down. Not too much, but. So I'm going 10 beats per minute slower. That's the first half of what I want to play. Yeah. So those are the first. Ba, 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 ba. So, and then I want to put that in. Okay. I wonder if some of the like Warped Tour bands actually did dumb shit like this. Like if they. Okay. I like the first half. So where was the? So where this is us. This is how you like basically. You ever hear those stories about singers who can't sing and then they like auto-tune it and pitch it around? And this is how. These are the kinds of things that the software allows you to do that, like, if the human can't do it, the software will, like, enable you to cheat it. Are you ready? So remember, we slowed it down. We took all the effects off and we slowed it down. So here it is. That's what I want the thing to play. It's terrible playing, but whatever. Let me see if I can kind of get there. I like that. So I think that ending is probably better. I just want a few options. I missed it each time. Okay. Okay, so these are all my pieces of the thing that I want to play. Now, I played them at 86 beats per minute, and I'm going to take them and move them to 96 beats per minute. So I'm just going to take the tempo and put it right back. And probably, I mean, I could even, if I want to be fucking crazy, I could double everything. I could just make all twice as fast. Want to do it? Should we do it? yeah, let's do that. Then I'm a shredding guitarist all of a sudden. Yeah, that's the move. That's the move. Okay, so I have to do these individually? That's weird. I guess I should have done this before I cut and pasted everything, but whatever. Okay. So now I've taken all my pieces and I've like made them, not only made them faster, but I've doubled. They're like over, it's like 200% as fast. Oh, what happened here? This one didn't. Okay. And then on top of that, I can either run them right back out through my actual guitar amp, which will make them sound like, you know, like that guitar. Or just if we want to kind of get a sense of how it'll sound, and this might be cool. I mean, it might sound good. There are a bunch of guitar. Let's use guitar. Use guitar rig. I'm gonna try guitar rig. Let's try it. So let's just go. I don't know what here. No. Okay, we need a little more something in there. Let's just take these guys and loop them and find out what our tone should be. Right? Not only that, I can go in and like tighten up other notes if I like feel like, okay, these weren't quite as tight as I'd like them. But this one is a little early. So, okay, I made this because in a lot of those like emo songs, they made like they had like this like spazzy guitar in one ear and then like another guitar in a second ear, in the other ear. Oh, that's great. That's great. This one. Yeah, that shit's amazing. I like that a lot. Let's play that on both of these. Let's just do that. That loop is great. I'm just gonna use that loop. So yeah, in a lot of those songs they would do like they'd do like this. Like they'd put one in one ear. Oops. There. Here comes the rest of the track. Right? So it's a little, I mean, it's a little like I gotta tighten it up, but it's the idea is there. I don't know if that's Why not? Okay, we'll just go with that. It'll get. I know it's a little like it's not perfectly locked into the grid. Like it's not perfectly like on time, but for the sake of a demo, we can roll with that. We probably want to do some drums and then start to do our K-pop. Is not the one. Hold on. I feel like this cab is. Let's find another cab. Those aren't the ones. How do I find the cabinets? Products? What? How do I find the different cabinets? I don't remember where they are. So the guitar head goes through the cabinet, and the cabinet has speakers in it, and the speakers, you put a microphone on them, and that's what it is. Control Room Pro, that's not what I want. Oh, well, what? The matched cabinet, I see. How about Control Room Pro? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take this thing. Actually, I'm just gonna mute it, just in case this next thing is not good. So we're going to try this. There we go. That was better. Okay. Cool. Down to the verse. This is where the verse happens, and we get full-on K-pop with it. And then our little guitars come in. In fact, if I want to just brighten up this section, which I felt like the high guitar got lost, like there's like a EQ thing, like a resonance to that high guitar that was cool, but it got lost when the chorus came in, and it went away. So you can actually, so I can just play that on that same through that same patch. I can play one of the things that I was already playing. Right, so then that tone will still be in there. So that helps just in terms of like stacking your tracks so that you don't. Let me play it just so you really know what I was talking about there. If you notice that little spazzy fast guitar, when it goes away, the track itself felt a little darker, like something left. Like the shape of the guitar has changed, so sometimes it's nice to like put a layer of that same sound in, but just playing something that the other thing. I didn't want that spazzy guitar to keep going because it was starting to get almost like annoying, and you want the chorus to like open up and be less like stuff going on. So there, smooths it out. All right. We should probably deal with our K-pop, huh? Deal with it. We got to deal with it. Oh, K-pop. So to me, from everything I've like listened to on this K-pop stuff, it's basically just pop. Like, what makes it K-pop other than the language? It just sounds like really extremely pop music. And this chord progression is already extremely pop. So, like, to me, it's like, just do that, I think. Oh my God, totally? Oh my God, no. Yes. Okay. Travis Barker drums. Later. Okay, so we're going to have some electronic, like, I don't know if this, first this is going to sound crazy because the live bass is going to be in there, but then we're going to take that out, make it, and go like full on with it. That's kind of the vibe. Where you're gonna go, it's like, it's almost like, what would you get if like BTS did a song with Avril Lavigne? That's what we're shooting for right now. I think, right? Do we agree? Oh, those crashes are very loud. Dude, why does the Spaz guitar track keep turning on to record? Don't do it. Don't do it. So that's going to be our build, our pre-chorus. Okay. I want to go double claps at some point. Somebody just wrote in the chat, I'm a metalhead. Do people still say I'm a metalhead? I mean, you obviously say it. I'm proud of you, man. Sorry to call you out. That was such a weird thing to say on my part. I'm sorry. I literally haven't heard or seen anyone say like, I'm a metalhead in a long time. Ryan, who works for Linkin Park, was, I think for a long time, he would say, I'm a metalhead. Maybe not. If Anna's in here, Anna can tell me if she ever heard Ryan describe himself as a metalhead. I mean, Ryan and his wife, I hate to like put them on blast or whatever, but they had like a Metallica wedding. It was a serious. They wouldn't say a Metallica wedding, but I would say there was a strong Metallica theme going on. They went down the aisle to a Metallica song. I forget which one it was. I mean, which was fucking awesome. It's the only Metallica wedding I've ever been to. All right, so we have our live drums as well. So we've got to get to, I'm going to try and just rock the fuck out on these. Something in there, Okay. Something like that. Kicks just go all the way to the end right here. I like that. This is what's nice about writing drums for somebody, is it's writing. This is not just them jamming out and whatever. It's no, the thing that sounds really good is to put the little whatever they are, 30-second double kick thing right before this snare, and at the end bada 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 with the double kick. It's sometimes a drummer won't play these things, certain drummers won't play these things naturally, and you can teach them a new pattern and they go, oh cool, I've never played that pattern before. about the crashes at the end, but 90% sure. Okay. Let's see. I think that's the fill into it. I think that's the fill. Maybe it could be da dun da da dun. There we go. That's dope. That's a nice little fill. That's tasty. That's a tasty fill. Are we at Warped Tour? I think we are. Okay, and then it's about to get really questionable, and this is where we got to iron out the issues. Okay. First of all, here's the thing that I learned. The problem I had to overcome early on with Linkin Park stuff. Live rock drums are punchy and thin. They have like attack, like the kicks and the snares have to have like a lot of attack. They have to be like, almost like clicking. Think of a Metallica song, how that we were just talking Metallica. Think about Metallica song, how the drums sound like very clicky. The kick is like almost like a, you can hear that in the thing, in the sound of it. Hip hop drums are almost the opposite. They're big and low, lots of low end. The highs has tons of high end. Those two things are sonically really different. So you have to find the middle ground when you're mixing the sounds. You've got to find the way. So I'm gonna just solo just the drums, live drums going into the verse drums, and you're gonna see how separate they sound. And we're gonna try and make them not sound separate. So they're bad. It's not good, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be worse, actually. So let me try. Okay, first thing I'm gonna try is making this kick thinner and punchier. So which kick is it? This guy. Okay, so this one needs to be almost a little more like the live kick. So I'm gonna just put an EQ on it. Just take out the low lows. The other thing we need to do is remember we were talking about transitioning the part, like if I move the snare on the downbeats instead of where they're like the syncopated, ba 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 bop, bop. That starts to make you go, oh, we're changing to a different tempo. So your ear gets like a sense of like, oh, something's gonna change right now. Okay, so that helped. Let's actually add something on the actual live drum track. If I keep the hi-hat going, it helps. I don't know if I love how it sounds. Kind of funny. Is it good or is it silly? It's good. All right, let's put the live snare on top of it too. What's weird is when I quote unquote fixed the snares, I like quantized them, they don't sound as good. I gotta make them sloppy. Hold on. Sound better. Okay. Let's do that. Okay. And then our spaz guitar is gonna come in. What do emo kids call that fast spazzy guitar? This hi-hat in the drum track is too bright. Keep in mind the live bass is going to go away. We're going to take it away in a little bit. And then we're going to go full on right here. We're going to go even more electro. Like even more pop in this section. Okay? And then we're going to go full on that there. Can I make the crash louder? Where's the crash? Huh. Why isn't that playing? I feel like it's not loud enough. Crash isn't hitting. Crash needs to be hitting. So here's our shout out to Get Good Drums. Here's our Get Good Drums plugin. I'm gonna find a way to make this is our overhead crash. I want it to be like room far, room close. Mono. That sounds good. Finding a way to like make it ring a little bit louder here. Okay, back to the top from the first like big part into the verse, back into the chorus. I muted the bass. Okay, something happened here. Weird. My crash got moved. This is not necessary anymore. That's what it is. Okay. And maybe these snares are sounding like they need to be slightly. We didn't try that yet. 50%. Interesting. I'm gonna take this drum. Okay. Bring the bass back for the moment. Add a. What would they use in a Pentatonics K-pop song in the verse? They use like piano and like keyboard bass. Be piano. Pentagon? Pentatonics is the Pentatonics is that like a cappella group. Oh shit. What would Pentatonics do? They'd beatbox and sing didgeridoo. This was a group called Pentagon? Shit. I don't know anything about these things. All right. Let me find a good they use their voice. Would they use 808? That's the problem though. If we go 808, then it makes it really boomy, and then the choruses won't feel big. Like the 808 will like suck up the whole like it'll make the verses feel really huge, and then the chorus is not so much. Oh man, I can't believe there's a Korean pop group named Pentagon. What's it called? Shower of Rain? That was the song they said? I just want to listen to it. So, okay. I don't want to put it on the thing. Oh, they've got like vocal sample thingies. This is so poppy, you guys. All right. We're gonna go all the way right now. I'm gonna go too far. And then we'll see what happens. We'll bring it back. Go too far and then pull it back. I'm just going to try something that sounds very synthy. Serum is very synthy. Lots of cool sounds. I think this is deadmau5's company that makes it. Xfer. You're saying, oh, that sounds terrible. It does. It completely crashed. That's the first time we've had a full-on crash. Wow. I'm just going to open it back up, but give me a second. That was extreme, bro. I do have to find it. Where did I save it? Is the question. Watch, I didn't save it at all. JK. It's in here. Found it. I could just reopen. One thing that's nice about Ableton is you can just reopen it and it'll be like, do you want to recover your previous work? Which is what it's doing now. I can't tell if I have like allergies or a cold, you guys. The sniff is extreme right now. Don't worry, it's like oh hi, we're back. Don't worry, it's like gonna be fine. But so what happens is when it does that, it gives you like a window that says, hey, we've created a crash report, and you can send it to Ableton, and they'll do their best to fix this type of thing in the future. Okay, so we didn't get to our sound here. Let's find the sound. Okay, that's a little aggressive. This is like, oh, that's nice. That's like one thing that about stuff like this, like songs or sounds like this. I feel like you've got to like be polite. Like pop music is so polite. Oh shit, my mic echo. Yeah, sorry. There, fixed. Sorry. So that's the latency, that echo you were hearing? That's the latency. That's the difference between the sound of this, which is that directly into OBS, into like your ears, versus me talking into here, going through the program and going in. So it's not my crappy CPU. It's latency is a part of, at this point, latency is a part of making music. You have to deal with it. It didn't have, for some reason, the old versions of Pro Tools, you didn't have to deal with it so much. And then when everybody started relying on the CPU for the processing power, okay, so it does have to do CPU. But I have the newest Mac Pro with, it's fully loaded. Well, it's when it comes to RAM, it's fully loaded. So this doesn't get any faster. Audio plugins are like greedy when it comes to CPU. So just, it is what it is. We get used to it. And there are ways to get around it. Like I said, like I could take this stuff off. I could remove the effects there. I removed the effects off of the master bus so that we have less. And now there's like a mastering thing on there. Is this volume okay? Hold on for you guys. Still sound good? Doesn't sound crazy, right? When did we ask? Wow, it's like that? That's how we're talking to me now? That's how we're acting in the chat? I thought the Twitch chat was cool. I thought you were cool, and now that's how we're acting. That's what we're doing. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll remember. Don't think I'm gonna forget. Just saying. I'm gonna save just in case. Okay, we're gonna get like really get our pop in this first section. How do we do that? Yeah, I think that's kind of how we're doing it. So, oh, it's a full-on experience right now. Isn't it? I'm wondering if our live drums are making it like if you take the live drums out, then you've really got the so funny. Hold on. Let's keep going though. Let's keep doing this vibe. This lack of vibe, but still. We're just gonna go way too far. Yeah. Let's see. A plucky sound. No, too echoey. Right? Should we do that? Okay, let's do it. What happens if we just let the crash happen and we just go full on into this situation? This is going to be like obnoxious, but we'll do it anyway. We doing it? Is that what we're going to do? Is that the vibe? You like it? Okay, let's do a little like drum fill into the second half where we bring the rock back. So, what is this sound? A hi-hat, right? So we need to like make it a little down. This is the volume down at the bottom here. So I'm just bringing the hi-hat in quietly. Is it good? And then does the bass stay out until here? Does the bass stay out all the way? Let's find out. Okay, I can make that louder by hitting it harder, apparently. Oh. Bum bum bada bum bum. Uh-oh. How about them apples? Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. There it goes. All right, this was a very extreme. We need. God, what are the chords? What is the chord? I feel like that last one needs to be something different. I'm gonna go to okay, got it. Inverted chord. Okay. Okay, I messed up. Wow, we got really far. This feels like that's the song. Produce the song. That's what I'm doing. Well, I'm writing the song, but I'm also producing the song right now. That's what this is. play that high part and not be embarrassed. Shit. That transition is intense. Maybe this second guitar is a little much. I feel like in this section, that sounds better, like this. If you take that out, don't bring it, hold on. What if we don't bring in the gnarly guitar until that section? What if I don't bring this in either? Okay, hang on, check this out. Okay, and then the other thing comes in here. And then it does that. Better. Chord change. We did it. We did it. We did it. Oh, and then in the second half of this, we can let the guitar be itself. Experience that whole deal. The full glory of that second guitar. Right? So and then we'll just stop, we'll end it right there. I know you guys are like, why? Don't end it. We're ending it because we're out of time, guys. We're out of time. Where's our catch? There's like I had a crash that was like a catch. Crash catch. I'm going to put it, I had to add it. When you hit the crash and grab it, gotta have one of those, but I didn't map it. So I gotta go in here to where you map the drums. Where are my drums? So right here is C. What is this? Well, anyway, there's a catch, choke. There it is. C2. Oh, I need to do the same thing with the other friggin' crash too, don't I? Hold up, please. And that's the end. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have made our own K-pop punk emo song. And it didn't even take that long. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't do a oh, hold on. I noticed in the, remember I noticed in the Pentagon, not Pentatonics song? I noticed little vocal flourishes. So let's see if I can find, let's see. I'm just gonna try it in here, and we're gonna hear a lot of those goofy ones, but we're gonna hear silly stuff. That's interesting. Ow. These are the kinds of things that
Catch the plague.
I thought it was catch the plague. It's catch the play.
Bounce, 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 bounce. Round it.
Okay, let's tune these. We pitch them. I can find a better one in here. Ooh, those are kind of good. Hold up. Hold up.
Driving, I'm driving. What the fuck? Out of yeah.
So now these are sound. I need something to like glue them together a little bit. I'm gonna try a little smashing. Something new. That second one isn't quite the one. There's a better. Okay, let's throw some effects on the master track here of these guys. The more things I can glue this together with on this master track, the more they'll feel like they're supposed to be together. That's not the guy. Let's not do that. That yeah is the first is kind of crazy. Yikes. I'm gonna put this in. I think this sound is a little. finally there. That was an experience, wasn't it? That was a vibe. There it is. This like works over the next part. Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think about this part here? It works over that part, right? Kind of makes that part too like it's distracting you from the guitar. That part, not that part. All right. I think we're good. No more screwing around. Stop screwing around. All of you. It's too much. You're being ridiculous. Cool. Why don't we do some questions? You want to do some questions? Listen to this thing down and then let it loop and do some questions. Kill this thing here. Get rid of machine, actually, because I don't need that now. And then, spinning wheel. Okay. Cool. And what do we want to put on this guy? My favorite master bus compressor. Oh, that's not the one. That's my favorite for drums. This one. Put this guy on it. Let's put the glue on it. Where's the glue? Classic Mix 2, Classic Mix 1. Punchy Mix? I haven't tried Punchy Mix on things. Let's try Punchy Mix. What's Punchy Mix sound like? Let's turn this shit down. That's Punchy Mix. Similar. Let's go with this one. Oh. We could keep these in, just turn them down. Just gotta turn it down. Like when it goes. Get it out of the way of the guitar. And then that's nice because it like steps down from like being the new sample, steps down from being like kind of focal to like stepping behind the guitar and then leaving the stage entirely. Here's from the top, and then we'll do some questions whilst you guys check this out. Or I'll look up some questions, and then we'll do them after this. Enjoy. All right, so it's gonna loop. Yeah, so that's our jam. We got our K-pop on. We got our pop punk on. Avril Lavigne did a guest spot on a BTS track. BTS did a guest spot on a Blink 182 track. It's gonna be a Blink track. Right? That's all. That's Boinanoy. All right. So we are gonna do some questions. I'm starting to catch up on the questions. We might turn those back on next week. Let's see how many I can hit right now. Pooley. I'm gonna slide a little closer to this so I can see better. Pooley 0108 says, I want to say thanks for everything you do, being the guy you are. Absolute role model, thank you. As for a question, of Mice and Men said they'd love a collab when you rated them. Would this be something you would do? I hate those guys. They're horrible people. So no, they're the worst. They're all I don't know who's gonna say terrible things. They're great guys, and you know, I'm down for whatever. I mean, like, the thing is, like, it just has to work, you know? Like, send me some demos, have me send some demos. Like, they're like, hey, let's collab. I'm like, okay, and I send them this. Okay, Mike. What do you want? What are you gonna do? Hello, Zep says, would you ever do the Hot Ones challenge? Oh man, I'd do the Hot Ones challenge. I'm not like super. So if you don't know what Hot Ones is, you eat the hottest like wings and the hottest sauces and like try to have an interview while you're literally sweating. I've seen people cry on Hot Ones. It's so intense. I'd be down. I don't know if my hottest that I can go is probably not a 10. Like, it's probably, you know, you can't get too spicy. But they're gonna do it anyway. They're gonna go as fucking crazy as they can, and then try. It'd actually be very funny. Reg Turner says, how hard is it to name a song? How will you name the jams? I've been naming the jams. You guys don't know it, but I am. I've been giving them little names. Sometimes the name is something that references something that happened in the chat, and other times it's just like something that I feel like a vibe that I get from the jam. But I'm naming them before I put them out on any streaming services. They'll have names. Paprika. King Paprika is the name of that one. I changed the name. Nadine 76 says, "Hey Mike, is there a special place you absolutely want to see, like Pompeii or something?" Wow. Yes. Oh God, Anna and I had a little list. I was trying to think of what was at the top of that list. You know, I haven't. This is gonna be so okay. Let me say on a like a more like what you're imagining. I'm gonna say like Machu Picchu would be amazing. Egypt, I would love to go to like see the Sphinx or the pyramids or some of those more, you know, like those like wonders of the world. I would totally like to see. And then on a real chill note, like I would just love to go to like see more of Canada. Like that sounds so simple, but I haven't spent much time in Canada. And I was thinking about that the other day, like, why not? It's right up there. It's like not as far as Egypt. It's not as hard to get to. I could drive there if I wanted to, which is weird. Quebec? Sure. I have some friends. Some of my really good friends are from, well, Granson's from Toronto, but some other friends of mine, where are they from? Are they from Quebec City? No, Victoria. And there's like apparently like a Japanese community up there too. Like, come on, let's do this. Good question, Nadine. Alfie 1307 says, Mike, I have a girlfriend who's long distance typo. Sorry, just kidding. I have a girlfriend who's long distance, and our recent plan to meet got canceled because of the virus. She's sad, and they're coming up on your second anniversary. Martuna, sorry, a shout out. What's up, Martuna? Congratulations, 2 years. That's dope. Good for you guys. Keep it going. You know. LP Saves Us All says, you are accused of misleading your fans. Here we go, guys. Brace yourselves for it. LP Saves Us All says, you are accused of misleading your fans. You want the children to lock those doors at the same time when you are roaming around looking for an open door. Please explain your hypocrisy, sir. P.S. Friendly reminder that we want you and Joe to collaborate. You know what? What? How dare you? How dare you, sir? Accuse me of such things and then demand a collaboration between me and Johan. Is that how we treat people? We come in accusing them of things, and then we ask for favors. Imagine how I must feel. Imagine. I don't cry, but I'm crying on the inside right now. That's a funny thing though. I don't know why doors have been in my mind in terms of like lyrics. That's a weird, this is in 100 years from now they'll say the 2020s were Mike Shinoda's door period when he was many of the artistic choices that he... I don't know what this accent is. It's a weird accent. I'm sorry. Phoenix Logic says, hey Mike, I hope you're doing well. What do you think of the Ableton Push? That's this device right here. I use Ableton and I'm debating whether to get it or the machine. Oh man. Well, if you use, it depends on which one you use more frequently, machine or Push, machine or Ableton, and they're both really good. Push has more deep functionality, like there's more buttons and stuff, I think. There's more options. I haven't gotten really deep into it. I feel like I know the machine really well. I know the push okay. The thing that I haven't done a lot on the push, which maybe we could do at one point, I guess, is get into loops and clip mode. So in clip mode, you can go like in this window here, in the mix window. All of these little things up here on the top of the screen, you can fill with like little audio samples, like loops, and you can fire them off using the push. It's fun. It's really fun. I haven't gotten super. I do that. I use it more on the live show. Like I did it a little bit on LP live show, and then I did a lot on my solo live show. So that's a thing we could play around with. It's just that it helps. Well, maybe we could play around with it. Maybe we'll play around with it one day. Get a sense of it. I mean, the more you watch these streams, the more you can make a decision for yourself and go like, that looks like fun, or that looks inspiring, Well, hold on, I'm looking at the chat. Why are we fighting Nightbot? You don't fight Nightbot. No. You respect Nightbot. Think of Nightbot as your friend. Because even when Nightbot gives you a timeout, Nightbot is doing it out of love. Nightbot cares about you. Nightbot censors people. No. I program Nightbot so that Nightbot will make mistakes, but all Nightbot's trying to do is keep the chat chill. Yeah, it doesn't want you to spam emotes. Doesn't want you to say bad words and racist stuff, which I know you guys aren't doing, but Nightbot also loves to make jokes. So there's that. Who's Murray? What did I find out about you, Murray? Who's Murray? What do you do for a living? What's your job? Or you have a job, right? What do you do? I found out something. Either you mentioned it in the chat, or I clicked on something, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. What's Murray do? Tell me in the chat. Is Murray gone? Maybe Murray's not here. News producer. You're journalist. TV news. That was the thing. There are so many interesting people in the chat, you guys. Who is Murray? That's dope. You're in news. You're in journalism. That's so cool. All right. So, you have seen. Why did I just do that when the play? You ready for the most embarrassing thing of all time? Are you ready for it? Brace yourselves. I looked at the question, the name. I saw the name. The screen name is Who's Murray? And I said to you guys, what did I find out about this person that I didn't know? Where did I find this information out? And then we had talked to the chat just now and found out. Now I'm looking back at the question, and the question is, I work in local news. I work in local news. I've seen reporters get hit with pepper balls and arrested. Any thoughts on that? Sheesh. God. Can't believe. Yeah, everybody is spamming the chat. making fun of me probably. Any thoughts on reporters getting hit? I mean, did you guys see the Australian reporters get like unnecessarily? So there's a clip of reporters in DC, I believe it was, at one of the Trump things, and they were filming, and the authorities, whoever those people were, came up and immediately, like, they didn't come up and say, hey, you need to leave. You didn't see them walk up and be like, go. Because if they had done that, if they had gone go, the reporters would have been like, oh, okay, and then like left. They just walked up and like smashed the camera into the man's face and whacked him with the baton, which... And then they both went, oh shit, we've gotta go. And they turned around and started running. And the authorities, instead of going, okay, those people are doing what we want them to do, instead of doing that, they hit the woman on the back with the baton as she's already running away. Why are you hitting people who are already doing what you want them to do? What the fuck is that? There were cops who took a knee with protesters on a different occasion. A couple days ago, took a knee with protesters and then fired tear gas on them. No! What the fuck are you doing? And I know you guys are gonna say, oh yeah, but also bad people looting, bad people hurting other people, hurting cops, blah, blah, blah. It's on both sides. Yes. I'm not talking about both sides right now. I'm talking about the people who have a job and a responsibility. They signed up for a thing, and are there cops in the chat? Is there anybody in like a cop or cop, sheriff, National Guard, like anybody? Is there somebody in here who's like law enforcement? God, okay, we've got a cop. So explain to me this. Don't you sign or take an oath when you become a cop? You take an oath, right? To like do protect and serve and all that stuff. You take an oath, right? And please, you guys, don't jump on this cop in the chat. Don't jump on them right, you take an oath. It's not just like Nightbot is the police. You leave Nightbot out of Nightbot. It's not the police. Don't you dare. Yeah, you guys, if you're not a cop right now, if you're not a cop in the chat, shut the fuck up. I'm not joking. Don't say anything. Don't type anything. Let law enforcement who's in the chat enlighten us a little bit. I'm serious. I want to know what do I not understand? What do people not understand? And don't make a fight out of this. Like, I want to see what. Give us your perspective and help us understand, because we're institutional racism. It, like, the fact that like the system is built to, like, it's built against minorities and blacks in particular. Those are just the numbers. Like, that's just, like I said on my Instagram the other day, watch the documentary 13th. Watch that documentary. You'll understand, like, taking cops out of the picture, individual personalities and people out of the picture, the system is so fucked. So that documentary is about the system, not the people. I mean, the people built the system, but I'm trying to see what if the cops on the chat can you tell us something? You like give us a little. I know you don't want like the attention. I'm sorry. I'm sure you didn't. Oh no, did this chat, the stream went down? Refresh. Okay. Yes, 13th is on Netflix. 13th is on Netflix. Go watch it. Go watch 13th. So what I was saying is that the cops talk in the chat. You can talk in the chat. Give me some info. Let us know. I know it's protect and serve. I know that. That's like, if that's not literally the wording of your oath, it's the gist. So I just want to hear, if you're not a cop right now, don't type. I want to hear what the cops in the chat have to say that we don't understand, like I don't understand. Because I was watching that Netflix documentary, 13th, and it's not, and there's a big part of this that's the system in play. The system at work. The system meaning maybe it's like privatized prison systems, people making money off of inmates. Have you guys ever heard the stories about there's the one story, I might mess this up a little bit, so excuse me if I mess it up, but there was an issue of a company who was putting vending machines in the prisons, charging a crazy amount of money, like 10 times, 20, 50, 100 times markup on things like soft drinks and candy bars and chips and stuff. But it was the only vending machines. These were the only vending machines in the prison, and these people were in bed, like they were collaborating with the prisons themselves to share the income by price gouging these inmates. And it's their only option. They literally don't have, they get their food or they get these things, and they're spending the equivalent of like you and me spending $100 on a bag of chips. Like it's like the prison relative version of that. And finally people went in and said, wait a minute, you guys are like taking advantage of these people because it's a captive, yeah, just like a captive market. Yeah, it's like a captive audience. Okay, so I know the cops, you don't want to be on the spot and you don't want to get picked on in here. That's fair, that's fine. I just see you guys not like responding. And if you're whispering at me on Twitch, I'll see it and stuff. I don't mind having an offline conversation. It's all good. And by the way, I've had friends, mostly friends' parents, and a few people that have worked for the band who are who've been in law enforcement they're not all bad people, blah, blah, blah. We know that. That's like, you don't even need to say that. And it's also like the news and whoever painting like the people protesting, the violent protesters, rioters and all that as like bad and blah, blah. No, they're fed up, and they you know what's crazy is they do this whole thing about people reacting and rioting and burning stuff down and whatever and saying like, look how bad this is, whatever. But they literally, that's the reason they got your attention. That's the reason they got everybody's attention, is they did that. And it worked because they didn't have another, they were like, look, how many other ways can we tell you that this shit is messed up? Anyway, so, okay. Can we put a pin in it for now? That was my thing for the day. But the pepper spray, that was, Murray, you set me off. Fuck. Okay, so. All right, we're back. We're gonna go back to the questions. Moon, HMZ, says, art is inherently political. What would you say to those who tell artists to stick to making music or stay out of politics? You know what I saw? I saw clips of the same people who said that Colin Kaepernick should keep his mouth shut and stick to sports. Those same reporters, when Drew Brees said his thing, they were like, well, he's entitled to an opinion. I don't think that's what this is about. I don't think this is about stick to politics and stick to making music. Every time I've ever seen stick to making music or stay out of politics, what they're really saying is, I don't like what you're saying. I disagree with you. Amber M. Grindstaff says, do you have any 2020 tracks or bands you've been enjoying this year so far? What I'm listening to right now, other than Run DMC, I've been listening to a weird mix of things. Classic hip hop, the new Run the Jewels album, which just came out. Killer Mike is LP and Killer Mike are incredible, and that record is, you gotta listen to it. At the very least, like, it's just listen to it. That's it. I'm just looking up other things I'm listening to. Let me just see here. Here's what I'm listening to right now. Ren for Short, Elohim, 99 Neighbors, the Lewis, the Child, and RAC track Passion is dope. Haley Williams solo record is cool. Bishop Briggs did a song with Moby Rich that's dope called Friends. Lonely God. I have all this stuff on my playlist. If you go on Spotify and find my Breadcrumbs playlist, search Mike Shinoda Breadcrumbs playlist. That's what you should listen to, just to see what I'm listening to. Hey Mike, Evas Zero, EVAS Zero. Hey Mike, thanks for the streams. I learned a lot. Can you tell us what helped define Living Things' unique sound? Living Things was very much like Machine. This Native Instruments suite of plugins that come, like, I did a lot of the beat programming on Machine, and I actually did a bunch of it on my phone. You can do, so Machine has a phone app too. And I always talk about how the intro sound of Lost in the Echo was literally like a children's keyboard sampled in my phone. I just hit record on my phone and sampled different chords, and then I made that intro arpeggio thing from that. Like, I think, Living Things, like, there's a lot of it that's Machine. I think that's part of it. But then also layering in like live instruments. The live instrument part was the other half. Avanos, Avanos, AVANAS_. I am 41. I was around for important moments like this, pre-social media era. It was very different. Do you have advice for the younger fans that haven't experienced something similar? I think what you mean is like around for like the Rodney King beatings and the riots in LA after that. I think that's what you mean in terms of being around for this before social media. And yeah, the difference now is that you can film everything and post it. You can go live and film. Oh my God, there's an illegal activity happening right in front of me that is not going to make the news unless I film it right now. The other day there was a guy on a bike trail or whatever. He's on a bike, and this other family, I think they were both white. He was white and the other family's white, and they were like, this family was like putting up George Floyd posters, and he attacked them, like manhandled the child who was putting up a poster. Like, he like grabbed her and ripped the stuff out of her hand. Like, that guy's gotta go. That guy's gotta get there are legal repercussions to doing something like that. I'm sorry that you were angry. I'm sorry they were doing something you don't agree with, but you don't, grab a kid. Like, you don't hit other people like that. It's like ridiculous. And then he attacked the parent who was filming him. It was like, but the point was they were filming, right? And if that hadn't happened, they were on a dirt road or this tiny little pathway going for a run or whatever. People need anger management training. Anna and I had a conversation at one point where we were talking about, okay, if the worst or the worst or in the running for the worst thing you could call a black person is the N-word, and there's a racist term for there's racist terms for Latinos and Mexicans and Chinese and Japanese and Vietnamese, whatever. There's all these racist terms. What's the worst? What's the one for white people? And like, we came up with like cracker. Like, that's not like, is that like that? That term doesn't really hurt white people's feelings, I think. I don't know. I mean, I'm half white. That never hurt my feelings. My friends, we used to joke like that. Yeah, gringo. Like, so our response was, I mean, what we landed on in the conversation was, I think that you say red in the chat, you say Karen. In the chat, they said redneck or like hillbilly or something like that. That's bad. Like, that's pretty bad. But we think that like the even worse, that white people react even worse when you call them racist. Which doesn't sound like calling them racist isn't a racist term, but the reaction is similar. And that was weird. We were like, wow. And part of it is because it's an assault in both cases. It's an assault on your, like, the integrity of like who you are as a person and your value and your values. The N-word and calling someone racist are an assault on your value as a person and your values, like the way you think. So that's another element in play that makes this point in time difficult, because white people are reacting really strongly when they get called racist. Some people just acknowledge that being ignorant of somebody else's plight is the part of the issue. Wait, did we lose you? Did I fall out on the chat here? No, we're still here. Yeah. The last thing a racist wants to be called is racist. That's funny. But the thing is, like, it's when people that are actually have been pretty aware, just don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. But like, people who have been trying get called out for being racist. That's tough to me. Like, I know, because a lot of people are trying. Right? You just need to try harder. Maybe I need to try harder. I don't know. I think we do what we're trying. You know, we do what we can. And if we need to do more, then someone will call us out and say, try harder. Oh, you said, as I said that, Mumu said, try harder. Should I try harder? I don't know. Maybe I should. Mima19 says, what does your weekly workout schedule look like? I don't have one at this point. I could try harder on that. I only have like a workout maybe twice a week at this point. Maybe once or twice a week when I'm feeling good. When I'm feeling really good, I go up to 3. But I'm doing workouts at home, just like watching. It's like video workouts with like pre-recorded with trainers. Ninja 1944 says, I really love the Encore Numb Yesterday mashup. Were any other Beatles songs considered? What's your favorite Beatles album? No other songs were considered. I knew that that Yesterday would fit in terms of a mashup. I knew that it would mash up easily with Numb Encore, like naturally. So just have part of it is like a gut feeling, and part of it is the actual like math of it, like the combination of pieces, like what instruments are playing what, and you gotta. So there's instinct, and then there's like actual like it's not math. It's like math. I don't know. Favorite Beatles album though, probably Sgt. Pepper's. I think. I actually really like, what's the super LSD, like acid trippy album? Which one has Strawberry Fields Forever on it? Which one is that? Not Revolver. It's not Revolver. Which one is it? Is it? Revolver has it? No. Strawberry Fields was a single. Wasn't it included on something though? I don't think it was Yellow Submarine. Yellow. Somebody wrote Yellow Subway. Yeah, that's the one. Yellow Submariner. Magical Mystery Tour was the movie, and so I'm thinking of the Magical Mystery Tour. They released the Magical Mystery Tour on as an album, I think. I don't know. All I know is that I heard it as a piece of the Magical Mystery Tour record that had Fool on the Hill, I Am the Walrus, Penny Lane. So it was like that's a dope combination of, because I really like I Am the Walrus and Penny Lane and Hello Goodbye. But those two records they're pretty sick. Sgt. Pepper. Revolver's great too. The White Album. I mean, but I think I'm more Sgt. Pepper. Edgar MX says, did your way of producing change after working with Rick? Greetings from Mexico. Abbey Road. Yeah. I like Sgt. Pepper though. I love Abbey Road. After working with Rick, yeah. Well, we learned so much over the course of like multiple 3 records with Rick. We didn't stop learning. It's just great. And then we did start doing records without Rick because it was a challenge to ourselves. Like, okay, if we don't have somebody else like Rick telling us his opinion or giving us suggestions, like then the responsibility and the impetus is on us. And so we really have to like step up. And also, we had to we already had a lot of the sound on like Hunting Party, for example. Like it was already there. Like it was already its own thing. And I was like, well, my suggestion was like, if we don't get there with it, if we feel like we're hitting a roadblock and we need somebody like Rick to step in, then we'll do that. But I feel like we can get to the end of this record and know what it should be, like know what we're doing. Luna Dragons says, hey Mike, tell us your scariest or weirdest paranormal story. Also, thank you for your streams. They help me calm the anxiety in quarantine. Thanks, Luna Dragons. Maybe I should chill out. I feel like a lot of you guys are here to like relax and chill out and escape from things. So I'm trying to respect that too and not be like not get up on my soapbox too much. The Mothballs and Old Man story was a good paranormal experience, yes. I told you guys about the alien thing, right? At my grandparents' house. I ever tell you that one? No? Some of you. It was like so we were sitting outside, and so we were in the hills, all up in the hills in West Virginia. They lived alongside the holler, where ain't nobody going down there. It's just nearest neighbors a mile away. Drive down a dirt road for months and months. You drive down a dirt road for a few miles to get to that house, and it was in the middle of nowhere, and it's very, very green. And we were sitting outside, and I came outside when I was a little kid. I came outside, and everybody was like looking up in the sky and like talking about, and I was like, what's everybody staring at? And it was this really bright, looked like a really bright star. And they were like, well, that wasn't there a minute ago, and then it just like showed up, and it's brighter. It was way brighter than any star, and we were just like, everybody was saying that looks weird. And my dad is an aerospace engineer who works in the space program, so he knows a lot about helicopters, military aircraft. He was on the teams that put the space shuttle into space, rockets that put satellites into space, and he was there. So he was looking and he's like, that's not a helicopter, it's not a plane, it's not a rocket or whatever. That's something else. I don't. And then he was saying like, what doesn't look like a star because it's way brighter. And then we were all watching it, and it literally did this move where it was here, and then it went like this, and it went like this, and it was gone. We watched it do it. And it would be one thing if you watched something that looked like a shooting star, but he said that was hundreds of miles. Like it was like it went super far one direction. It went from standstill to wildly fast, and then on a dime it just went a different direction, and it went like that. And we all saw, it was like, I think it was like 10 of us, or 10, let's call it 10 of us, I don't know, who all saw it. And we were just like, looking at it happen, and we all were just looking at each other like, whoa. And that was it. That's all. That's what we saw. But if you guys want to see some, things like that get chalked up to conspiracy theories and how do you believe the story of the whatever, go, if you're curious about that stuff, go watch the video, watch the interviews. There's a Joe Rogan interview with a guy who is a decorated I believe it was Navy pilot. He not like I don't think he was like a commander, but he was a high-ranking Navy pilot, I believe. And he had video evidence of multiple UFOs. They don't call them UFOs now. They changed the name. And he saw it. He filmed it on an exercise. They were doing a flight exercise. And then he saw it happen, and everybody saw it happen, and then everybody was making fun of him, and then, but he has everything to lose by talking about this, and then they didn't tell him not to tell everyone. He was basically like, is it okay if I publish this video? And they didn't say no. So anyway, go on the Joe Rogan. I don't think Joe Rogan believed in this stuff until he talked to this guy. He talks about it on the thing. This interview was the one where it was a guy who is the most, had the highest reputation, and he was an expert. He was a fucking expert. He talked about this, whatever. And then once he went out with that story, he talked to hundreds of other people who had a similar story, and now they're putting those things together. I mean, they're preparing to tell us that this stuff is real and been going on forever and that it's not made up, whatever. And of course, it's just super, yeah, just watch it. Anyway, 2 more questions. Nimbus Gray says, greetings from Seattle. Have you ever thought of incorporating Euro rack modular synthesizers in your production? Modular synths are like the things that like you see, like Trent Reznor used, like Deadmau5 uses them a lot. They're analog synths, so that means basically like instead of the sound being made digitally by a computer, it's made the old school way, which is like basically electricity passing through circuits, and the electricity causes sounds when it's run through certain things. I don't know a lot about it. I tried to use a few of them. They're very difficult. I should say it's a learning curve. So no, I haven't gotten into it. Maybe I will someday. But it seems like a lot of effort for me, too much effort going into something that sounds very similar to some of the stuff I'm already doing. Like the unit behind me, this white unit here, is a simplified modular synth where I don't have to plug stuff in and out. It's already plugged in and out, and there's plugs that I can, do the thing with if I want to. But good question. And last question. Hey, Cold Front. I'm gonna refund your question. It cut you off, and you were talking about like serious stuff. So I want you to be able to get that question out. If you can make it even shorter, that'd be good. iTaterTot says, can we make a schedule for the stream? Like Monday through Wednesday are jams, Thursday's drawing, Friday's freestyle and questions. We could do that. I mean, could. Let me think about it. I'll think about that one. For Monday. Monday's not like, what's going on Monday? Let me just check my calendar. So Monday, I'm going to I think I'm gonna keep it open for Monday. I'm not gonna, it might be a freestyle. What I did today was I went on Instagram before the thing and I pulled out a few cards, few requests. So maybe I'll do that, but I don't know. Monday Phobia Day. Monday is gonna be I'll decide later. I don't want to decide now. It feels too far away. I don't know what's gonna happen over the weekend. So thank you guys very much for joining me. Again, you guys did great on the fundraiser for COVID, support for direct relief. You did great. Thank you for that. We raised $20,000. Dude, I just got a text from management. In case you were wondering, where in the world is the second most Shazammed Fort Minor city in the world? What city is Shazamming Fort Minor the most in the world? Ready? So who's saying, what is this song? I've never heard this. This is amazing. Number 1 is Moscow. Number 2 is the one. Dashtobod. What's that? Uzbekistan. Shout out to Uzbekistan. for shazamming Fort Minor. And welcome to the family. Thank you for being interested in what I'm doing. We have to do a raid. Let me see if anybody, did anybody redeem a raid? I don't see any raid redemptions. Okay, so I'm gonna choose. I'm choosing the raid. Who raided us? I'm being raided. I'm leaving. Trivium? Wait, did Trivium raid? Matt? Dude. Hi. Welcome. Of mice? Wait, who raided us? You guys are saying, some people are saying who we should raid. And I gotta go in hold on, let me look at my actual stream manager and see what happened here. Thank you guys for raiding. Yes. Now I will just say that. Raiders, welcome to the session. Today, I'm gonna review. We'll go back and we'll play through the track that we made, just so they can enjoy the craziness. Raiders, welcome. Here's what we do on this channel in case you haven't visited before. I have a thing on Twitch called Shinoda Bucks. The more you stay in the chat, the more Shinoda Bucks you earn. You can use your Shinoda Bucks to get things. So you can I'll answer your question. You can usually, right now I've turned it off, but usually you can request a style of song or style of drawing. The song requests today, I put them in this bowl and I pull them out and we'll mash up different styles. And the two styles that I mashed up today were K-pop and pop punk emo in the style of Warped Tour. So that's what the mashup was today, from scratch, starting at 10:20-ish or something. And this is what we came up with. So I'm going to play this, and then we're going to go raid somebody. Thanks for joining, you guys. This is the K-pop part. Funny thing is, if you don't know this channel, you're gonna be like, what the hell? Is this what they do every day? They mash up like corny pop and like pop punk? I shouldn't say corny pop, that's not nice. Some of you guys like K-pop. All due respect to K-pop. The K-pop community is very strong and they're very opinionated too. So I don't want to diss K-pop. I just don't listen to K-pop. I don't know much about it. But yeah, I've mashed up on this channel. Think about the things we've done mashups of, you guys. It's crazy. We've done mashups of mariachi music, Bollywood, Michael Jackson, Billie Jean pop, or R&B or whatever you want to call that. 90s hip hop. Backstreet Boys in sync vibes. The chicken, we did a chicken song. We did a song in the style of the Pokemon Mew. I mean, crazy what's going on in this. I mean, yeah. We're going to raid Bob Ross. Thank you guys very much for joining. I appreciate you all. I will see you on Monday at 10 a.m. Monday at 10 a.m. Let me see if it's going to let me raid right now. Hold on. Something went wrong. Why is it? Ugh. Hang on. Let me try one more time here. My stream manager doesn't want to do it. I'm just going to refresh the channel. All right. Bob Ross, still on. Raid his ass. Doesn't want to raid. It doesn't want to raid. I'll just type it in, I guess. Can I do that? I can't raid. Okay, it's saying I can't raid it. We're gonna raid somebody else. Let's raid Dave Greco again. Find out for me if is it Greco or Greco. You guys, some of you already know. I know how to spell it. Gree or Greco. All right, we're out.